Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to see what's going on with you, what you need to know right now for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. I'm doing this reading on the 16th of June, but whenever you come across this, there may be a message here for you. And if you're interested in getting a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. Scorpio, 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 how are you? I missed you. I love you. And let's see what the vibes are like for you. But let's say this next month or so. We have masculine energy, happiness, and humility. Why does this make me think of trying something that you're not the most experienced in, but then you find out that either you're good at it, you're discovering like a new talent, a new skill. There's this ambition that you carry or you're coming into some sort of drive, some sort of force. And it's like, you don't have it all figured out, or you don't have to be perfect at it, but it just like fuels you. It fuels your energy. It fuels your motivation, your soul. Like, there's something here that brings in a lot of happiness. I also feel here you might be connecting with a masculine energy or like a male figure in your life, someone who may be older than you, or they could be in a higher position, or you might actually view this person as somebody who could lead or be like a guide or a teacher, or someone that kind of has shown you a new way or a new approach. Well, we need some more. What is this? Signs. We have risk, opportunity, safety, right? There's something here. You're being shown a new way or a different approach. I feel like there's different opportunities that are opening up for you, but what's gonna be the one that you choose? But with masculine energy, you're certainly going to have to take some sort of action, but it's something that you take pride in, something you take pleasure in, and it's actually very freeing or liberating. Like, it's something you kind of can just like let go. Something also coming up about your strength, like you're becoming a lot stronger, physically stronger, as well as like mentally, emotionally, but masculine energy is not really talking about the emotions here. But I feel like happiness, you are coming into a really strong period of your life where you're finding yourself a lot more joyful, a lot more bubbly and optimistic. We have celebration coming out along with anger management. Oh, what's this card sticking out? Woosha. Oh, yo. So Scorpio, shout out to anybody who's a hot-headed Scorpio, okay? Flame and hot Scorpio. You're learning how to master your emotions. Celebrate how far you've come. You could have been getting some sort of like anger management classes or some sort of counseling, or you've been getting some sort of therapy, or you've been just working through the emotions. You could have been very angry or very frustrated. And even with this masculine energy, you can see how he's got this big boulder in his hand and he could destroy, he could hurt, he could do a lot of damage, right? And it's like you're finding ways to transmute, you're finding ways to calm the nervous system and ground. And you're not giving someone a reaction how you would have reacted in the past. You're celebrating your success. You're celebrating like your peace. Wuxia was celebration. Wuxia. You might have a moment where you get triggered or irritated or annoyed or frustrated, right? But you catch yourself in the moment. You're like, okay, let me sit the fuck down. Let me shut up. Let me think before I speak. Let me not create more damage here. I don't have to actually have this all figured out. Or humility is a big thing during this time, right? And it just feels here. This is also like sitting with the emotions, even if it's uncomfortable. Anger management with Wuxia. I feel like this is where you're finally like you're listening. So you're angry. Okay, so there's something internally telling you something's not right. You're being disrespected. You are selling yourself short. You're letting people walk all over you, overstepping the boundaries. Like something, you're angry and upset because something's not right. Something's wrong. So Wuxia, right? Sit with it. What do you need to change? What actions do you need to take? How can you make things better for yourself? How can you make improvements for yourself? And I feel like this is a big celebration. This is something that is not small. Some of you are overlooking the progress that you've made on this journey, but truly, like, this is a time to celebrate your wins and your success. And there might actually be some people that are pissed off that you're celebrating some sort of success, right? And that's another message. And I think that came through an Aries reading last week. If you have any Aries placements, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries, but Mars ruled both of you. There might be some people seeing you come into massive success, a lot of recognition, a lot of movement, momentum, and just you're coming a long way. And some people are really pissed off. They're angry. They're mad. Again, you're unbothered. You're like, be mad. I don't give a fuck. Minding my business. Too bad, so sad. Like, I'm seeing that as well. Okay. Someone might also be longing for you. Someone might miss you. Someone is thinking about you heavily. Maybe they're upset that you're not part of their life anymore. You have shadow self and intimacy, so maybe someone kind of self-sabotaged a connection or relationship. That's something else coming through here. Okay. Show me clearly what is going on for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements for this next month. My Scorpios need to know for this upcoming month. Next 30 days or so. Knight of Wands is your first card out. We have a Page of Pentacles at the bottom. I do see some opportunities coming towards you. People that want to work with you, people that want to collaborate with you. And if we're talking about you for a second, like Knight of Wands, there's this driving force. There's that motivation, kind of like what we were saying with this masculine energy. There's something that's just, a fire has been lit. Inspiration has hit and you're just fully ready, full blown, full force, full throttle. And with this Page of Pentacles, this is now where you're taking physical action, you're solidifying plans, you're making agreements. There could be someone who proposes an offer to you. We have a Queen of Wands underneath that and the Four of Cups. You might be closed off to this, or you might just need more time. Seven of Pentacles. I was going to say Seven of Cups. You might need to consider other options as well. I don't know if you could be stuck on the past. King of Wands. So I'm seeing that some of you have a decision to make when it comes to new love or old love. Okay, this is like a little side tangent, a little side storyline going on here. Okay, so let me show you this. I don't know why I'm feeling like this Queen of Wands. We're going to say that this is you for a second, okay? Someone coming through with an offer. Maybe they want to get to know you or be friends, or they want to build something here. Maybe it's a project that y'all could work together, collaborate, whatever the case is. I don't know if it's really something that sparks that interest in you. I don't know if it's giving you that thrill or that excitement, which Knight of Wands loves the thrill. He loves the fun. He loves the passion. And that Four of Cups is kind of not really there. And that just could be because you're waiting for something in your past to like wrap up. You might have like loose ends, unfinished business, a conversation to be had. Like it looks like your mind is elsewhere. Like with the Six of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, you're waiting on something that's incomplete. And you could be waiting on counterpart, right? Now we have a King of Wands. We just had the Queen. You're kind of waiting on somebody here. This Queen of Wands is waiting for her King of Wands. And right now this Page of Pentacles, it's different energy. It's different. It's unfamiliar territory. It's new. This, I feel like you have old versus new. So what are you going to take action towards? Or what? It's kind of like what we saw. Oh, it's gone. But the card that said like the signs, adventure, safety, and I can't remember the other one, but it's like, which one are you going to take? There could actually be, I just noticed this, underneath those cards I was looking at, we had the World. There might, for those waiting on this past situation or loose ends, unfinished business, a final conversation, there seems to be a closure coming up. So that might be something that you want to take care of. Show me clearly what's going on. Two of Swords, choices, decisions, crossroads. Do you have enough information? I don't know. I don't really think so. Ten of Cups. So ultimately, this comes back to what's gonna, the card's flipping out of my hands, what's gonna make you the most happiest. It makes me think of that. Why does it make me think of that song? If it makes you happy, why the hell you so sad? I don't know why the fuck. I don't know why the fuck. Because Ten of Cups, that's not sadness. Unless, let's see what's underneath that together. Justice, okay. Underneath that, King of Cups, yeah. Okay, so I don't really see you being sad. I don't know why the fuck that song came to mind, but it did. You got some choices to make revolving around your relationships, where you live, who you deal with, maybe marriage for some of you, contracts. Some contracts are coming to a close, and maybe emotionally you're a bit on the fence, right? Now we have a Five of Wands to the King of Cups, head versus heart, right? Because now this makes sense with the Two of Swords. You're kind of being pulled in two different directions of, should you give this another shot? Should you renew the contract? Should you go with the new plan, the new contract, like something different, something, you know, a little bit more rewarding? Like you got a big choice to make. It seems pretty big. You might be struggling with making this decision. Show me clearly what my Scorpios have coming up. Two of Swords to the Two of Cups in the reverse. So you could be removing or separating yourself, distancing yourself from another. Or this could be representing some sort of space or distance between you and another. Two of Pentacles, 222. You could be seeing that synchronicity as well. So double confirmation if that's you. Or I guess you could say this is triple confirmation because we got 3 twos. Triple twos. Make or break. Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Moon. But what happens next? Ace of Wands and the High Priestess. Man, there's a lot of mystery. There's a lot of uncertainty. Wherever you and someone else stand, it's very much up in the air. Right here, right now, based off current timelines, and shit can change, right? You got your free will. There's a lot going to go on in the stars. We have, we're in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde in Cancer, your fellow water sign. There's something here that's up in the air right now, and it could go 2 different ways. You may as well flip a coin, heads or tails. I don't have a coin to flip for you. I wish I could. I should do that. I should have a coin down here for situations like yes or no. Yes for tails, heads for no. Like, we should do that. If I remember next time. Anyways, okay. Something's up in the air. I do feel here you have the ability to turn a situation around if you desire. Again, it comes down to some sort of actions that you are going to take. And it feels like this is based off like intuition based. Like you get this nudge, you feel this pull, like natural instinct just kind of kicks in. Your higher self is taking the driver's seat over drive here. King of Wands underneath that. So right now, you're on the fence of should you bridge this gap? Should you reach out? Should you give this a second chance? Should you renew this contract? Should you work with this person? Should you renew this relationship? That sort of thing. I feel like the ball is in your court, especially since like masculine energy was the first card that came out, and it's like literally he's holding the boulder ball. It's in your court. Something you're overcoming as well. Something that you're getting better at. What's going on for Scorpio? Four of Cups. You're not pleased. You're not satisfied. Or something's just not... Yeah, look at this. It's weighing you down. 10 of Wands. Something's weighing you down. You're kind of bummed out. you're not fully seeing the reason why, or you're not really reaping the benefits of this situation as of right now. That's how, at least how it feels. Like, these are emotions, it's just our feelings. Feelings aren't facts. But like, as of this moment, it is weighing quite heavily on you. You're not happy or satisfied with the current options that are available. Maybe you're comparing whatever that's showing up right here today, tomorrow, you're comparing it to whatever that you left behind, or what, you know, what you desire. Just like, there's a lot of comparing contrast. That Two of Pentacles, like, you're definitely weighing things out. 10 of Wands, the World, and the Moon. Okay. I don't think you have all the answers as of right now. You don't. And I think that is weighing heavily on you because you're trying to dissect, investigate, seeking for clarity, clues, answers, anything to make this situation make more sense, and it does. But I feel like you could be using that as an excuse to hold on. And the 10 of Wands are holding on. And whatever it is that you're holding on to, it's quite detrimental to your mental health. It's sucking the life out of you. It's delaying this door from closing. It's almost like the door is shut, but just ever so slightly. Like, it's not completely shut, you know? Like, it's not, it's like a crack open, basically. Maybe time is needed with Temperance, Queen of Cups. Maybe a little bit more time, a little bit more processing, maybe just a little bit more emotionally purging, releasing, letting go. But as of right now, you're like, I don't know why this happened or the lesson behind this. I just don't get it. But the World and 10 of Wands, there is something you're having to let go. And it could just be subconscious stuff that you're working through. Things that are more hidden. It's not so obvious, you know, to the physical eye. But I also feel like you're not chasing as well. I don't get this chasing. What's going on for Scorpio? Hermit. Yeah, Hermit's not a chaser. He's someone to just backtrack. Or not backtrack, but withdraw one's energy. Go inwards. More reflection. Trying to figure out a plan, trying to shift the way he's viewing the situation, how he views himself. This is introspection. Okay. Virgo energy as well. You could be connecting with a Virgo, or Virgo season could be relevant later on in the year. We also have the Emperor, Death, and the Queen of Cups. So this is giving Scorpio and Aries energy. Mars, right? Your ruler, one of your rulers. Pluto's your other. Your emotions will shift greatly. How you feel right now, we saw that you're feeling unhappy, unsatisfied, weighed down, maybe even depressed, or just like disappointed, frustrated, right? With the anger management card, I would not be surprised if you're kind of pissed off, right? However you're feeling about this, not the most blissful. That's going to change. Hallelujah, right? Fuck yeah, that's great. You're going to feel a significant shift in how you've been kind of handling this entire situation, how you've been moving, how you've been interpreting this entire thing. Like, I feel here you're finally starting to take control, taking the upper hand, or like the balls in your court, right? So now you're finally letting go, or you're clearing this energy that's creating stagnancy. Death definitely brings in change, so you are implementing new change, new rhythm, new routines, building onto current existing routines. Death and the Queen of Cups, I also feel like you're going through some sort of spiritual awakening, or like some kind of just like realizations that hit you, that just confirm for you the decisions that you've made, although at moments you might question, or you might wonder, was that the right decision? Like, I think it just confirms to you, like, yeah, you made the right call. I think you did what was necessary. So this was a stack, or no, what came, yeah, this was a stack after the Hermit. We have Strength, which is Leo energy. Venus is in Leo. currently. 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is where you, and the 8 of Cups. So it looks like you're moving on. Remember when we were seeing kind of that crossroads? Should you stay? Should you go? Should you renew this contract? Should you try something new, like something different? For some, it's old love versus new love. It definitely feels here you're moving into something new, something unexplored, a new environment, a new relationship, a new job, a new lifestyle, new routine. Like it feels new. This is where you are solidifying your boundaries and what you've built for yourself. It's not slipping away. It's not something that can just like crash and crumble and burn. Like, nah, this feels like, you know, Queen of Swords, you're locking in, you're looking at the facts, you're, instead of your emotions, right? We had death in the Queen of Cups. So your feelings, your emotions, as you're processing, as you're in hermit mode, as you're going inwards, and you're like, this shit just doesn't make any sense. What is it that you're having to release, right? We had the 10 of Wands with the moon, and was it the Wheel of Fortune or was it something else? I can't remember. But there's like something you needed to release or let go of. Oh, it was the world. It was the 10 of Wands, the world, and the moon. Something here that you're having to like purge energetically even. That's exactly what's taking place. And you're moving from emotional energy, emotional state, heightened state, to more of a grounded, neutral, logical kind of frame of mind, state of mind. Focusing on your career, your money, your health, and anything that's not in alignment. I just see you accepting it, making space, moving onwards, embracing change. Okay. Let's take a look into this Knight of Wands here for Scorpio. Why is this Knight of Wands here for Scorpio? 4 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. 4 of Cups in reverse, you're looking at the brighter side of what's still standing, not what you lost. When we look at this 4 of Cups, you're like, man, this fucking sucks. Like, I feel so bummed out, disappointed, let down. Like, what was the point of that? I put in all this time, all this energy, all this love, all this money, whatever the fuck. What the fuck was the point? I don't get it. Now, we see appreciation and gratitude, acceptance, some sense of relief, harmony. Like there's this level of, you know, just being like, I'm okay with this. I accept it. I'm at peace with it. And there's still a lot to appreciate, you know. I know I'm repeating myself, so what else about this Knight of Wands? Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you're getting new visions, new ideas of what you want your life to be, what's going to fulfill you, what's going to meet your needs. Like you're getting more clear with yourself of future plans, future investments, business investments, money, home, where you live. Okay, 3 of Wands, the Emperor, and the 10 of Pentacles. This could be where you and others are talking a lot about like future goals that are shared, like shared common interests. This could be related to some sort of project that you're launching, a business that you're starting. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, you're thinking about starting your own business, or, you know, you might be looking to hire new people, you might actually be looking for new employment for others. I just feel like there's a massive level up that is occurring. And so you're switching focus. Instead of focusing on what you lost or what was unsuccessful, you're moving in a different direction, switching your attention, your focus onto something that actually benefits you. And looks like this is something that's going to be very long lasting. From a Page of Pentacles to a 10 of Pentacles, I think that this is something that you'll probably be continuing throughout the rest of the year and going into next year, I would say. Next full moon in Aries, which will be like later on in this year, like in Libra season, just before your Yeah, just before your birthday season, there's something that could be like accumulating, like events where whatever that you might be starting around this time by just like before your birthday season may reach like completion. That's for some of you. Maybe comment down below or update me or send me an email or whatever the fuck. If the shoe fits, right? Again, I feel like ball is in your court. We have a lot of masculine energy coming from you in this reading. Feels like you're leaning, what are you building? Ooh, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Hangman. I feel like some of you put your love life on pause, or you're changing if you're single, you're changing your stance or like how you view singlehood or single life, or even I guess if it comes to like dating and the love life, love scene, you're working on like attracting better people. But by attracting better people, you yourself got to be a better person too. Right? You attract who you are, you accept the love you think you deserve. So I see a lot of like self-improvement, therefore that it like relates to your experiences that you have. So that's pretty powerful stuff too. And I feel like that also directly will impact or influence your finances in some way, shape, or form. I feel like they kind of are connected. If you end up either meeting a potential lover through your work or a potential lover you might end up working with. Just a couple things I get from that. Two of Swords with the Two of Cups reverse. I'm going to clarify those together. See whatever this decision is. And I feel like it will affect someone that's connected to you or you once were connected to. Two of Swords, Two of Cups reversed for Scorpio. Tell me a little bit more about this decision that you have. Hierophant. Well, it's about a commitment. It's about the contract. Do you renew? Do you cancel? Or, let this just kind of fizzle out. Temperance at the bottom. Two of Swords, Two of Cups reversed. Tell me about this decision. We have Wheel of Fortune reversed. I don't think you're renewing this. Four of Pentacles. I see you holding back. Four of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Tower. Your plans have changed, or your wants, your needs have changed. I feel here there's been a significant pivot in your journey. Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Four of Pentacles. So you've evolved, like you've learned your lesson. Lesson has been learned. Wisdom has been gained. And yeah, I don't see this continuing, or I actually see you're making a decision to separate yourself, or you could be going through a divorce, or some of you maybe it's like finalizing it's like finalizing, like it's done, it's complete. You could, some of you, for a few of you, you could be resisting this, or there might still be a level of holding on, right? That there could be a little bit of that for a few of you, but that could just be for those that are still in denial, or you're still thinking like, I can change this. And hey, we did see a possibility of that. I did see like, if you, depending, because like balls in your court, like what do you want? What makes you the happiest? Be honest with yourself though. Is this it? Is this really fulfilling you? Is this really helping you grow, be a better person? Or is it just like dragging you down? Like, be honest with yourself. Four of Cups. What are you not seeing? Four of Cups. For Scorpio. Magician. It's like you kind of are, the way you're manifesting things, you may not be seeing exactly how you are attracting these circumstances or situations or relationships, or like your assumptions, even the stories that you're telling yourself, because it's showing here Eight of Pentacles, like you're putting in energy and you're not seeing it the way that you had visualized. Or I guess like, the Magician, Eight of Pentacles, I'm like, what are you not seeing? Results? But could you just be blocking yourself potentially? So why we have Hermit here is we resolve the blockage, or you, in this case, you're resolving your own blockage. But what are you not seeing exactly? Judgment. Okay. One more. Four of Cups with Scorpio not seeing, not aware of at this time. Tower. Well, whatever little blindfold you got on, whatever you've been in denial about, whatever you have been overlooking, or whatever that you've just been struggling to see change, results, improvements, whatever the case might be, it's gonna shift quite dramatically. Okay. I see divine timing as a big factor here. Tower comes in when the foundation that we've built for ourselves, it just is not able to sustain us where we're meant to head, where we're trying to go, whatever we're trying to create for ourselves. The foundation is just not able to support us. So there needs to actually be like a foundational shift, whether this is about your identity and how you see yourself, how you internalize, how you view yourself, how you interact with others, like, or some of you could actually be experiencing like a move, like physically, like getting up, moving, or traveling. So something here that you're manifesting, you've been working towards, like your goals, it's manifesting in a way that might seem almost like counterproductive or opposite of what you wanted, but in the end result, like in the bigger picture, it takes you to that desire. But for you, you're like, what the fuck, this isn't what I asked for. It's showing me the opposite. Universe is showing me the opposite. I wanted this, I got that instead. What the heck? But I'm telling you, it's part of the bigger picture. It's part of the blueprint, right? Look at this magician. He's slotting in these puzzle pieces. You're slotting in a puzzle piece right now. You're like, this doesn't make any sense. Where is this leading me? This is taking me further away from my desire, my manifestation, my goal. It doesn't matter. GPS is taking you down maybe a different route. It still leads to that outcome. So you really have to just like let this change take place because this is necessary for you. It's part of the bigger plan. And this could definitely be in relation to love, right? Ace of Cups is at the bottom. But this is also teaching you to love yourself more and heal. Oh, it's raining like heavily right now. I just hear the rain outside my window. It's super loud. Okay, Hermit. Let's see, what are you discovering about yourself in this situation? Oh my god, it's getting really loud. I hope it's not hailing. I gotta send a little prayer to my plants because I just did a bunch of gardening the other day. I don't know. Okay, anybody else struggling to grow cucumbers this year? Because what the fuck? Comment down below if you've been struggling as well. I don't know why, but they're just not taking. Anyways, let me get focused. We're looking into the Hermit. We have the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. So in what way have you been giving your power away to others? In what ways have you been entertaining things that completely disrupt your peace, your rhythm, your flow, other people's problems and drama that absolutely have nothing to do with you? What else can I get from this? Something that a personal struggle. So 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands, struggle with independence, struggle with being on your own, struggle with conflict. Maybe you have a hard time bringing situations up that were bothering you in the moment, and so you go home, you think about the situation, what you should have said, or what they did that upset you, but you didn't tell them in the moment, and then it just brews up with time. You get aggravated or frustrated or annoyed, and then resentment builds. Like, what is this here that you're like analyzing maybe your part to play in drama or conflict, something that's becoming very stifling and unhealthy or unpredictable, or some of this is just out of your control. 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Oh my god, I don't think my microphone will pick it up, but it just thundered really loud. Damn, I hope and pray my plants are okay. But it's okay. It's fine. I trust whatever's meant to be. You can't control how others perceive you. Sometimes you're the villain in other people's story. Whether that's the truth or not, you can't even tell how other people feel. They might be upset. You can't tell them. You can't be mad. Like, people are going to feel how they feel. Maybe this is about not taking things so personal. This could also be, what did we get earlier? by you choosing yourself, Nine of Pentacles, others might really struggle with that, or they get frustrated that you're not giving them the time of day. There could be some people that are trying to pull you out of your hermit mode, or they're disrespecting a boundary. You're saying, hey, Hermit, Nine of Pentacles, I really need to focus on myself right now. My priorities are myself, my health, my money. I gotta get my crap together. I can't show up for you because I can't even show up for myself right now. Or you gotta show up for yourself before you're able to like help others in need in this case. And so there's some people that might be struggling because they're used to leaning on you for support, for help. They rely on you maybe financially. You know, I'm seeing like people that really depend on you, but they also need to learn how to fend for themselves. Obviously, if you've got kids, like that's a completely different thing. But Five of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, I also just see like things constantly just up in the air, and like drama and tension and unpredictability, and just like it just is destabilizing. Like, let's be real, from a Nine of Pentacles to a Two of Pentacles, this is destabilizing. So that is probably the reason why you're backing away, because you need some space, or you need some time to just like ground, whoosha, you know, people are testing you, getting you fired up, and you're like, okay, like I don't want to destroy, right? With masculine energy, with a boulder, I don't want to destroy. I need to exercise my strength and whoosh. Like I need to ground my energy. It's not personal. I just need some time. I just need some space. If you don't respect that, you're really not belonging in my life. I'm gonna leave a reading here. Lots of different messages. Use your discernment. Prioritize, protect your peace, most importantly. Okay? I love you. Let me know how this resonates in the comments below. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye, Scorpio.